Got what you're looking for.
Clank. I do not know how long this can go on.
Not much going on.
They do not want us to know the truth, what?
Hello?
Quiet today.
Hello? You're breaking up. I cannot hear a thing.
These assholes try anything.
Understood.
When did they close the topic shop? It's been closed for ages. Maybe a year or more. My niece loves the ones that look like dogs. She was going to get one for the first. Even irresponsible.
What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage.
So what happened was, I can't just take time off. Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilec complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's chicane now.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. Ark territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilec complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You ask me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
You really believe Ark is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
Ark has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talus Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
Nah, I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
You're my only backup on this one. Before we leave, I'd like to know you've actually got my back.
Trust me, I flew 10 years in the SAAF and 5 in the private sector moving corporate heads. And in all that time, I've never lost a fare.
How many years with TF-29?
2, which is a year and a half longer than you from what I understand. So you want to keep talking resumes, waste more of our time? Or will you trust me to get the job done?
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss. Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
I speak to all of you.
You will be fine, I promise. Do not give up hope.
I can't keep living
Sorry,
like
this
this.
is someone's life. Why not give up?
Are you lost? I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
Here. Looks like these people need it more than I do.
That's very kind of you. Wasn't expecting. Word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Ruzika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because where I come from, the police have been militarizing for years, wasting money and inciting deep levels of mistrust between them and the very people they're supposed to protect.
Is that what's happening in Golem City?
It's happening all over the place. The cops in Golem are a special breed. They control everything here. Food, drugs, neuropozyne, and not all of them think very highly of Azags.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't I? The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best of intentions, as a non-violent way to confront injustices and advance the cause of augmented rights.
Okay. But in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talus Rucker and ARC are the only things keeping people in Golem alive. Trust me, they're the good guys.
I'm getting the impression that you see ARC and Talos Rucker as some kind of augmented Robin Hoods. How well do you know the man?
I met Talus years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Pacus News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
It's just that I heard Rucker didn't get augmented voluntarily, so I'm wondering how that kind of experience colors a man's perspective around people who did.
Talus was always passionate about the ability of neuroaugmentations to heal people's bodies and souls. His accident only strengthened his beliefs.
Is he still an idealist then, after everything that's happened?
Listen to his daily broadcasts. He believes people will usually do the right thing in time. They just need to discover what the right thing is.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
How are you feeling? Better?
Oh man, I need a hit. Fuck.
Why not give up?
No fucking hope. My reason.
You must submit to an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
Can't do it, told you.
I'll make sure you get to those stores.
Fuck.
Nice! Now we're gonna take a break from work for our sponsors.
I don't have no freaking sponsors. So let's get back to the civilization of migrants that ravaged an entire landscape, killed the people already on it, and then swallowed itself up to the point we began barricading ourselves in our walled cities because we're so afraid of it. We wanted to advance our civilization so fast. It took us a few decades to advance the same way the Europeans.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
No one was trying to achieve nothing! There's no prosperity left! Our prosperity started spinning out of control the minute we let it follow I've been saying for years,
Access granted.
but not in a way we violated every secret right this nation is founded on. We're just trying to save ourselves from our own greed and our own preventive measures. Now, we're neck deep into prophecy, rats, oil, like more than to bring this fucking tin man back to life. And how do we plan to get out of this hole? That's what we see on paper.
No fucking hope.
This is the oldest Illuminati trick in the book.
Why not give up? I will try to undo this.
Keeping you alive and clearing
The whole secret is going to pieces.
My friends, this most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at our feet.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve and the strength of our
Access granted.
We have been cast as the ones despite our differences, our protestations, despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our cause, despite the fact that some of our own were killed in the attack at Rosika Station. But inanimate objects are now blinded to the Kansas. Such violence. Don't they have the right to build those means of course they do. As much as we do protecting ourselves
no
from
fucking
amendments
hope.
to make sure no beds can rush into our homes and invite us. Or perhaps we must just block it. Some of you need a contact. Just with the fundamentals. And the strength.
Why not give up?
someone turn up the gas.
I urge you. Only escalate the situation. It will only serve to strengthen their justification. I know it is a lot to ask. To lay down in front of our oppressors.
I was at the beach just now. Did you hear what happened?
We heard the cop showed up and beat some guy to death.
Yes, it was horrible.
I speak to
Did he, do anything? He gave them some attitude when they hassled him. It was sick. He didn't deserve it.
Everywhere we go today, cops looking at us sideways, accusing us, assuming we're criminals.
Some teenagers threw Molotov cocktails at them. The cops beat them so bad, one of them broke his down.
That's what everyone says when they're cold.
Train station yesterday morning. Prematurely ended the life of dozens of
When my partner gets here, escort him to us. The ship is about to go down. You don't want to be.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.